Conversation level 0 to 1 at all times. Do not touch anything. Stay with your class. Be respectful. Follow the directions and follow the instructions.
Please consider discipline. 3.
Hey, black child, do you know who you are, who you really are? Do you know who you can be, what you want to be? If you try to be what you can be. Hey, black child, do you know who you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn? If you try to learn what you can learn. Hey, black child, do you know where you're going? Are you really strong? Do you know you can be what you want to be? If you try to do what you can do. Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow, your nation will be what you want it to be.
Please go to the next exhibit.
I was born to Ronald Giovanni Jr., but the world knows me as the great African-American poet Nikki Giovanni. I was in Knoxville, Tennessee on June 7, 1943. I'm a graduate of Fisk University. In 1967, I organized the first Black Arts Festival in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm the author of many children's books and poetry collections. One famous poem of mine is called If a Lemon. If a lemon gets a beat, is it sour or sweet? If a bear gets a hug, will it turn to a love? And then there's me, and then there's you. I do sometimes wonder what we do. I'm currently 77 years old and work as an English professor at Virginia Tech.
Hi, my name is Jack Roosevelt Robinson, but everybody simply knows me as Jackie Robinson. I was born in Cairo, Georgia in 1919 to a family of sharecroppers. I was great at a lot of sports. I went to college at UCLA. I became the first athlete to win varsity letters in 4 sports: baseball, basketball, football, and track. I left college because my family could no longer afford it, and I joined the Army for 2 years. After playing only 1 season in the Negro Baseball League in 1947, I became the first black man to play in the major league. I played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and in 1949 I was selected as the NL's Most Valuable Player of the Year. I was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962, and in 1997 the United States Post Office put me on a stamp. I died on October 24th, 1972 at the age of 53.
Let's go this way.
I'm David Richmond.
I'm Franklin McCain.
I'm Joseph McNair.
We were 4 young black men attending North Carolina Agriculture and Technical College. We were inspired by the nonviolent protests being promoted by Gandhi and the Freedom Party. We wanted to promote change.
In our era, virtually every store across the nation had a lunch counter where many shoppers enjoyed a hot dog and a soda. Blacks were not allowed to sit at the lunch counter in the same section as white people. The black area was smaller and not as nice. In 1955, a young black man was murdered for whistling at a white woman in Mississippi. This motivated the Greensboro Four to take action. This has to stop. So we planned for a peaceful protest. Woolworths was a smaller version of Walmart in the 1960s. We walked in and sat at the all-white counter.
What are you guys doing here? This to white only. You can't be here. Get out. Right now.
Get up. You probably don't have the money to pay for this. Stop wasting your time and get up.
Get up right now.
We're hungry. We need to sit down. We had a long day at work. Come on. Stop being stubborn. Fine. We were told to leave. We refused. We were asked to order, but we refused. People yelled at us, but we ignored. White men gathered around us, called us names, and harassed us, but we remained peaceful.
Many people were arrested. The sentence lasted for days, weeks, and even months, and spread across the South.
Eventually, other students began to sit in protests all around the country.
Many stores closed those counters rather than deal with protests, but young people were inspired.
4 years after the sit-in segregated, areas were outlawed.
We made a difference. Go.
Hi, I'm Michael McNair, and thanks for tuning into Gifted News on Channel 3. Today we are meeting an amazing woman. Her name is Mary Walker. She was a slave and was freed at the age of 15. Let's take it to our reporter, Noah Johnson, live on the scene.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here with Mary Walker, who learned to read at 114. Mary, why did it take so long for you to learn how to read?
When I was a slave, I wasn't allowed to read or write. After slavery, I was such a hard worker that I didn't have time to learn to read. I was busy taking care of my family.
What inspired you to learn to read at 114?
I had a Bible and I didn't know how to read it, so one day after all my family died, I went to a reading class. I practiced my name, sight words, and the alphabet for years, and I finally learned to read.
Wow, Mary, you are such a hard worker. Let's take it back to our anchor, Michael.
Mary lived until 121 years old. Every birthday she read from her Bible and then said,
You're never too old to learn to read.
I was born Rosa Louise McCauley on February 4th, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama, but most people know me as Rosa Parks. On December 1st, 1955, after a long days at work and my job, I boarded a city bus to head home, and my life changed forever.
Hey, Rosa. You're just in time. You got the last seat in our section. How was your day?
I am so tired and my feet are hurting.
Hey ladies, you need to move. There are no more seats in my section and I want to sit down.
I am not moving. I have worked all day long and I am tired.
Do you hear me? Get up and move so I can sit down. Okay then, I'll go get the bus driver.
This
listen here, lady, you gotta get up. This one needs to sit down and all the seats in the white section are taken.
I'm not breaking no laws. I'm sitting in the black section just like I'm supposed to. It's not my fault that all the seats are gone for the whites.
You know what? If you don't get up, I'll throw you off the bus and have the police put you in jail. Do you hear me?
I'm not moving.
Lady, you need to move or else you're going to jail. Did you hear me? I don't care how tired you are. I don't care if it's the black section of the bus. I don't care. Either you get up or go to jail.
Rosa, please. Just let her have the seat. Rosa, please. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. Rosa, please. Please, listen. They're going to put you in jail.
I'm not moving.
That's it. Off to jail you go.
I was released from jail later that night on December 5th, 1955. 4 days after my arrest, I went to trial.
Black people were encouraged to stay home from work or school. Those who work were told to take a cab or walk, but not to take the bus.
The black community decided to create a boycott against the city buses and continued not to ride them. Black people carpooled, took cabs, and even walked, but no one rode the city bus.
This movement became known as the Montgomery Bus Boycott and lasted 281 days. That's 1 year, 60 days without black people riding the city bus.
The boycott was a huge success. The Supreme Court ruled that public transportation systems were unconstitutional. There were no more separation on buses. Blacks didn't have to sit at the back of the bus unless they wanted to.
So because I refused to stand up, blacks everywhere were allowed to sit anywhere.
Hi, my name is Ronald McNair. I was born on October 21st, 1950 in Lake City, South Carolina. I received degrees from MIT and North Carolina A&T University in engineering and physics. I was a NASA astronaut and physicist. I was one of the first 3 astronauts to travel into space in 1978. On January 28, 1986, I boarded the Challenger space shuttle. And 73 seconds after takeoff, the shuttle disintegrated. I was killed instantly along with 6 others. I was 35 years old. The quote says, "Whether or not you reach your goals in life depends entirely on how well you prepare for them and how badly you want them." By Ronald McNair.
You're finished with all your